G'day trendsetters, and welcome to the 2024 Mate Show here in Portland, Oregon. Let's get cracking.
All right, hi there, Mike DeSalvo from DeSalvo Cycles. I'm from down in Ashland, Oregon, the southern part of the state. I bought a gravel bike. I do a lot of these days, and this is just a pretty good example of what I'm doing. This is a tie bike, all White Industries hubs, bottom bracket headset. It has an etched logo on it. Uses a standard BSA bottom bracket, so the cable is routed inside the down tube and then exits. And as we were just talking, I'm still a fan of the external cables just to make it a lot easier for adjustments and things like that. So it'll take a tire up to a measured 50C. Just a good all-arounder, do whatever you want on it, and yeah, get it out and get it dirty and have fun.
What's your website?
DeSalvoCycles.com.
Sean from Destroy Bikes here. Got a couple of new bikes here. This tie gravel frame is actually our first gravel frame, first full tie gravel frame. We've been aiming towards tie for a little while now. Todd just got this one under his belt. I was a little scared to show it at the show, being the first bike that he's welded in tie. I think it turned out amazingly well. So the bike can fit 48C pretty tucked in, and is designed to also fit up to a 2.0, giving you a bit of an option with sliding dropouts to give you a little bit more clearance on the road. Also fitted so he can also put fenders on it as well.
Interesting down tube shape as well.
Yes. This tube is actually not in production anymore. I've been holding on to it for a while. But it's really reminiscent of the Dedachai Penta Pair tube, which is a down tube I really love to use, which we have on a couple of our other cross bikes over here. So both of these bikes are for a local team called Cascadia Rising. Most of the team rides single speed and geared, so they're all set up so they can swap out their drivetrains and get set up for their next heat with just bringing an additional wheel set and some tools and a chain. So this one is designed to fit a little bit fatter tire. He's also going to be taking this on more road trips, so anything mount forks, anything's on the bottle cages, rack mounts as well. And then the purple guy over here is the bit racier version of this, a really tight, really light geometry. There's some special details in the tubes, like we talked about the Dedachai Penta Pair tube, as well as some like form top tubes that we do in-house. Same kind of build, single speed dropouts, geared capable as well, so you can swap out on the fly. The electronic drivetrain makes that quite easy.
What's your website?
DestroyBikeCo.com.
I'm Greg, and I build Donkelope Bikes out of Bellingham, Washington, and these are some of the bikes here at the show. This is Chris's bike. He's tall, so it's a tall bike, kind of an all-road bike, set up pretty nice. He didn't really want to give it back for me to take to the show. And then I got,
What a nice guy.
yeah, and then I got Megan's bike. Similar, it's like the mini version of that bike, 650B, but otherwise it's kind of the same setup.
You do full custom, I assume?
Yeah, everything's custom, yeah.
Material used is steel?
Steel, yep, all steel, for now. And then I got, this is my bike. This is my Go Anywhere bike. 650B wheels. Pretty much a mountain bike with drop bars. And then this is Dylan's bike. He hasn't seen it yet, but it's his commuter that he'll be using to go to work and whatnot. So he's making the bags and all that kind of stuff for it. And it's just, yeah, it could do a lot. It's got a lot of clearance for tires and fenders. Yeah. That's about it. And then my BMX bike.
Is there a preferred steel tubing? You use Columbus or?
I use Columbus, and I have a stash of True Temper left over still, and I'll use some Reynolds too. Yep.
And in terms of bike styles, what do you build the most?
I mean, kind of these all-road commuter bikes is what I've been building the most lately, but I did build some hardtails already this year. And yeah, that's about it, I guess.
What's your website?
Donkelopebikes.com.
I'm Chris Chance with Fat Chance Bikes. I've been at it for a long time. Started building bikes back in 1977 in the last century. And I have been in and out of the bike business. This is my second go around. I am now selling bikes. This is our road bike. It's got all the internal routing through the handlebars, through the stem, through the frame, T47 bottom bracket, and some fun paint. We're doing all our models now in steel and titanium. So we're doing Slim Chance, we're doing the Yo Eddie, our trail bike. We're doing a gravel bike, the Crisscross, and we're doing a hardtail enduro. All those come in steel or titanium.
What is your website?
Website is fatchance.bike, so it's .bike instead of .com.
We are here in the Favaloro booth. Favaloro is a guy in Italy, in the Polpenazze, Lake Garda. You know the place, right? Okay, and he's 25 now that he's welding and bonding and doing everything in carbon fiber, aluminum and steel. Here we have this one here is a race. The name of the bike is a gravel steel Deda Chai. The good thing is that there's no lugs. It's entirely in TIG. We have a dropper post here, fully integrated cable routing, and a 1x12 SRAM repo. The good things about this one is really not so expensive, and especially the leading time is so fast. Now, if you want something different, we got some carbon here. The carbon fiber is the GX Carbon. It's the same concept basically. It's a gravel, it's a very classical line and everything. It's entirely built with the Campagnolo e-car. As you know, NW3 hub, Shamal wheels, 1x13. And this is a gorgeous one. I mean, the color, the 3K Toray carbon, and it's once again made entirely by hand in Italy, bespoke.
Website?
Okay, the website is www.albabici.com. You can find us in Oxnard, California.
Hi, I'm Justin. I run Fiddlehead Cycles. We're based out of Portland, Oregon. Make fillet brazed steel frames. This is the bike that we have here at the show. It's a classic steel road bike, rim brakes, cable actuated shifters, cable actuated brakes, 2x11 drivetrain. Has the 2013 SRAM 22 group set, which in my opinion is the pinnacle of road group sets. The paint was designed in-house as a package we call over-the-top paint. So it's an option on any Fiddlehead. Just go wild with your paint. It was painted by Colorworks Palette. It's about 3 hours south of here.
You can do anything within reason, I assume. Gravel bike, for example?
Yeah, I've actually made more gravel bikes than road bikes. I love gravel bikes. I love city bikes. I love road bikes. I'll make you anything you want.
What's your website?
Fiddleheadcycles.com. You can find me on Instagram, Fiddlehead Cycles.
Hi, I'm Chris Besnia from Goodday Bike Works. These are our two bikes. We make, I would say, dirt-focused bicycles. And then our bikes have names. So this is the Sage Thrasher and the Cowboy Coffee. Mostly touring stuff. And yeah, this is our show bike. So the Sage Thrasher is our show bike this year. Small frame, integrated bags, built a fork stem frame. I love the old school clunker look. So that's where the whole twin top tubes, all that stuff comes from. I did an asymmetrical chainstay here just because it's fun. And yeah, just got Chris King parts on it, a bitchin' bar, titanium bar. I made the dropout on the front here. Kind of a unique, kind of simple dropout. And then another really fun feature is I did quarters, but I did a bent quarter for the top cap on there. So yeah, and then head badge wise, it's actually protection too. So with your fancy frame paint job, it doesn't wear on the frame. So yeah, and it's I would call it a drop bar mountain bike more than a gravel bike. So built for.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
With the fork and stem.
Yeah, so this is my truss fork. So I've always liked the style of it. It does give a little bit more dampening, more comfort, but it also lightens up the front end. Steel forks tend to have to be, say if it's just a traditional, it has to be really beefed up tubing. So you can actually go a little bit lighter with the tubing and make the fork a little bit lighter. So, and I integrated it all together because it's my own bike and I know my fit perfect. So, yeah, so, and we do a full custom fitting with it and all that stuff. So, yeah, full custom bike. So website. It's our website is really fun and it's Goodday Bike Works. Curiosity is our bag company too. So, so yeah, it's we try to make it so it's really fun and every bike is unique to its owner. So it's just fun to go on there and read the description that people have given for their bikes and why they wanted that. So yeah.
Hey, it's Ming Tan from Haley Cycles. Thanks for visiting. We're here at the 2024 Made Show in Portland. And one of the bikes that we have on show is the new Haley Superstrata, which is our titanium and carbon frame set, available in road configuration, Pave all-road, and then the Strata gravel as well. And we've got 3D printed brake mount, we've got laser cut tubes, and we've got carbon fiber top tube and seat tube. So you'll save a little bit of weight, gain a little bit of compliance, but not lose any stiffness in the chassis itself when you've got the head tube, down tube, stays all still tie. New custom head tube, and this bike is configured with the NV in-route system, so all internal brake routing, the NV one-piece bar stem. This one was built with a separate seat post option for adjustability, but the frame set is also available with an integrated seat mast option. Here is our more traditional Haley Strata, not the Superstrata, which has been dubbed for the tie carbon frame set. This one is our butted tie tube set, built with Shimano Durace 12-speed. As with all of our frames, custom is included, so I encourage everybody to get fitted to make sure that if you're going to make an investment in something new and expensive like this, make sure it fits, make sure it lasts, and will be something that you can ride for as long as you can. HaleyCycles.com, Instagram at Haley Cycles.
Cody here from Holland Cycles out of San Diego, California. So what we've got here is 50th anniversary Holland, custom carbon lugged. This one obviously has a pretty special Joe Bell paint job on it. Yeah, this is one of 50 obviously. NV cockpit, build kit, Shimano Durace, but yeah, lovely lugged carbon construction. And then we move on to the Anywhere, which is in the JOM Player Special Black and Gold. This one is designed to basically be one bike, two sets of wheels. It's got clearance for optimal 30 to 40 millimeters. This one is integrated, obviously straight tie, and basically a bike that you can ride on your group ride on the Saturday and then throw your off-road wheels in on Sunday and go hit the trails. And then we have the Flame bike, which was actually built in 1986. This is one that Bill did quite some time ago. Once again, Joe Bell paint job, as we can see on all the bikes. This one has internal routing before it was cool. And it also has internal routing for the cat-eye computer through the fork tube. Columbus tubing, lugged. Yeah, really nice representation of what Bill was doing nearly 40 years ago. www.hollandcycles.com.
I'm Ira Ryan from Ira Ryan Cycles, and these are some of the bicycles that I build. I'm kind of this side of the bike, or these bikes are a little bit more on the classic zone. So I have a commuter / rando style bicycle, lugged construction, steel fork, lowrider racks that I built. This customer wanted a lot of silver, all the polished silver treatment, so sourced some Campy off the internet, which turned out really good. And then this is a geared cyclocross rim brake bike that I built for myself this year, which I'll be racing. Classic, lightweight construction all the way around. Challenge tubulars will be on here for the race bike. This bike over here is my single speed cyclocross machine. Obviously I'm into cyclocross, so that's a pretty big, it's a big focus of mine. I think racing and riding are both super important. Really like the style and the playfulness on this paint scheme. And then yeah, so this kind of covers a lot of the rim brake options that I do. And then over here, these are a little bit more on the modern side of things. This is a all-road / gravel bike. Disc brakes, flat mount brakes all around, Paragon dropouts, Rolf Prima's new EOS AR wheel set, which I'm pretty excited about. Mechanical shifting, because I'm just into that. And then up here is a all fully rigid mountain bike that I built for a really dear friend of mine. It's rowdy and fun and kind of versatile, kind of gonna go anywhere, do anything kind of mountain bike. So, website is iraryanbicycles.com.
Hi there, I'm Brian from Liminal Machine Works down in Springfield, Oregon, building custom titanium, stainless steel, and steel bicycles. I've got a titanium gravel bike here. This is my personal bike. I've got MRP suspension fork, SRAM transmission in the back, Paragon Z couplers so I can travel with this, axis dropper, of course, must have around here. Over here I've got a steel gravel bike that's a bit of an oddball. It's got a retro direct gearing system that I machined the parts for in-house. You can get one gear while pedaling forwards. You pedal backwards for a different gear. This is also a prototype for a stock offering I'll have later in the winter. Steel gravel frame, clearance for up for 29 by 2 1/4. Carbon fork, dropper routing internally. Everything a growing cyclist needs.
What's your website?
It's liminalmachineworks.com, and that's subliminal without the sub.
Hey, I'm Chris McGovern of McGovern Cycles and Seeker Bikes. We're here with the Gravel Cyclist that made round 2, I guess we're going to call it. And we're going to talk today about the Seeker gravel bike. This is one of our stock offerings. This is actually version 1. We had a nice little shakedown to work out the stock offering. It's steel. We also offer titanium, 44 mil head tube. We can run full internal or external routing. We got T47 BB, entrance and exit on the down tube and the chainstay port, so it's nice and clean. We're clearing 45 tires, no problem. We can go up to a 50-tooth chainring on a 1x. Mono stay for a little bit of stiffness in that rear triangle, but also nice compliance. Now version 2, we've updated it version 2. We made some tweaks to it. We changed the rear and it's still mono, but we took the bend out of it for a little bit more lateral stiffness, but to keep the nice cush on it. Instead of the swoop, I felt the swoop was a little soft. The other thing we did, we had to go to, we went UDH. So we're up to snuff. We're ready for the modern bike. And these are available with fully internal, using that wolf tooth integrated headset with the NV-in route, or we can go entrance, down tube, exit, chainstay. So the passage is through the bottom bracket. Yeah, nice and clean, steel bikes.
And your website?
SeekerAdventureGear.com. We started with these saddlebags. I don't know if you know about our saddlebags, but This thing's been in my head for 20 years. I finally made one in 2019 and I've sold like 4,000 of them since. No zippers, roll top, big huge strap, stays off the seat post, will never touch your thighs, will never rattle, works with a dropper post or a normal post. Super simple.
Nate Bradley from Moots Cycles here at the Made Bike Show. Thanks for stopping by our booth. We've got a lovely new Route RSL. Got some updates to talk about with this bike. So the Route RSL has been in our lineup since 2017. It's our flagship gravel model. We used to pitch it as our gravel race bike and have seen a trend take place where more people are out and about on gravel bikes, and as much as they want to race, they want to enjoy the bike. So we've tweaked the geometry a little bit. We've made some tube set changes to refine the purpose. And also, most importantly, we've made it UDH compatible for all those folks out there that have asked us and pushed us to that. So information will be up on the site. You can check us out at moots.com. But yeah, look forward to having the Route RSL out on the roads.
My name's Mark, and we are Mosaic Cycles from Boulder, Colorado. This is our GT2X titanium adventure bike with some super sick custom bags from our friend Joe at JPAX in Denver, Colorado. This bike is finished in one of our Artist Series layouts we call Scale. This is a new colorway for us. I think we're going to call it something along the lines of mossy green, forest green, mossy oak, not too sure. Built up with a SRAM transmission drivetrain, some NV 4.5 wheels because we want to go bike packing quickly, prioritizing speed over all else, and a little fishing rod up here in case you get to a fishing hole and you need to toss in a line. Come on over here, we've got another scale bike. This one is our RT1 ITR, stands for Integrated Thick Road, because everybody wants a nice thick tire in their road bike. Like this, again, scale colorway. This is another new one called Ultraviolet, which pairs up really nicely with these Chris King Violet bits. Got Shimano Dura Ace on this bike, and this is a bike that we find ourselves riding a lot around Boulder because it's a fast road bike, but it's got clearance for a little more than just a pure road setup. And in the middle, we've got a couple of our GT1 I-45 gravel bikes. These are both well used. We raced these at Mid-South and Unbound, and some other events over the course of the year. Again, more scale paint jobs on these. And I think this one's a polar colorway, and then the tan one is what we call Terra. So kind of a Toyota quicksand color with some rusty, earthy looking colors on the bottom. This is kind of our big tire gravel bike. Clear 45, 47 tire. And if you're going to do something like a Mid-South or Unbound, that's your bike. MosaicCycles.com.